My name is John Paul Herold. I'm here to talk to you about remote work and the desubstantiation effect. This is not a flex about my vocabulary, simply a fictional topic that I read in a sci-fi book that resonated and I wanted to share with everybody here. So let's talk about objects, the stuff around us, materials. You're sitting at a table, you have a chair, you got here in some type of vehicle, your home, your office, your customers. For me, the Colorado earth that broke my collarbone while mountain biking like 3 weeks ago. We subconsciously are associating ourselves to all of this stuff. And it's happening all the time, all around us. And therefore, our subconscious image of the world is substantial. It has material association. Contrast this to if you were an Earthborn astronaut in deep space. It's quite a different environment. It's different scale. There's more space around you. You really just have your environment of the ship and then the stuff within it. This is the environment where the desubstantiation effect can take root. It is part of Astronautic Psychology, again, fictional. But astronauts went a little crazy because if they were used to substance and things around them and then they were placed in deep space, they got lonely, they had anxiety. So I read this in Death's End, which is the third book of the 3 Body Problems series, and I was questioning my sanity 3 months into remote work around June 2020 for other reasons as well. But I was wondering if I was exhibiting this. Was I lonely? Did I lose my connection to my work and my people? And I don't think I'm alone with this. I think all of us have struggled in some regard when it comes to that connection to our work. And engagement really comes to mind, and a disengaged workforce is not high-performing. It's not generative. So I'll pause and say I do love remote work. I've been able to see both my daughters grow up because of it. And this is not a rant against it whatsoever, but it is a recognition that there might be a trigger to this fictional effect, potentially, and we need to battle it. We need to beat it. We need to thrive in a distributed workforce. So here, I'm going to group some tips based on connection to company, connection to our work relative to that company, and then the people we're working with along the way. We're going to go in inverse order. So starting with the people, knowing people beyond the work really does matter. Take interest in the well-being of others. By doing that, you will get to know them better. You will build higher trust relations with them, and that is the foundation of high-performing teams. It's a two-way street, though, so make sure you are doing it yourself and you are opening up. Keep things fresh. The learning environment matters. Alter it. Play with it. Experiment with it. Meeting methods, teaching style, collaboration methods, the tools themselves. Gather feedback and iterate on this, and you create better experiences and connection with the group around you. Less DMs. There is a purpose for them. However, if you're working on a team objective, use a channel with the team, and ideally public. It increases observation of others. You see work flowing. You can collaborate better. You can review asynchronously if you're out a different time zone. Connecting to the work now, product thinking. Make sure you root at the customer. Know your customer. Spend time with the customer. It helps give you relevance and understanding of why your work matters. Build a hypothesis. Measure value. Iterate continuously. Product insights, focusing on the measuring side. We want our work to have measurable relevance. There's important parts of engagement there. So explore how to actually measure that value, not just the telemetry. So is your product used? How is it used? By whom is it used? But this Bezos quote I like is never forget the anecdotes and talk to your customer. Macro connection. A lot of stuff you can do here for your company, but know your company's mission statement of value. It does matter. People spend a lot of time on that. Learn other departments and roles. Spend time with them. Know them beyond the work. Read the general news if they're publicly traded. There's stuff you can do there. The socials, swag, kind of a fun one, but decorate your home office. Remind yourself who you work for, and you can wear it, you can display it. This is something I have on my desk that I love. I have a coworker with a Raspberry Pi and an ADS-B antenna using FlightAware to monitor airplanes around them. Bonus category, community, stuff like this, meetup groups, user groups, that is all important because it helps you stay connected to your peers as well, and invite your coworkers. It strengthens your network, and share the goods both to your company and those in the community. Because I am in a leader role now, I'd like to map these also to a leader application. So read and be inspired. Measure the usage pattern of your communication tools. Align on delivery of value would be the summary on this first slide. Be a power user of the product data. Don't just tell your team to do it, but you should know it yourself and be a power user. Invite guests to your staff meetings. Show them other parts of the company. Onboarding welcome packages. Finding and requesting they share, or funding and requesting that people give back and share. So overall, thank you. Connect to your company, the work you do relative to it, and then ultimately who you're doing it with. QR codes for this presentation, email you could use if you need. I'm at Southwest Airlines. Thank you, everybody, for your time.